Thanks for joining us. Yeah. Get out here. Beautiful day.
All right, y'all. All right. How y'all doing? I can't hear y'all. How y'all doing? Y'all fired up? Y'all ready to go? Do we know why we out here today? All right. So if you guys don't know, my name is Keviea Guiden. I am the Energy Burden Organizer for Northside Rising for Citizen Action of Wisconsin. And we are all out here today to say that we do not want WeEnergies to propose the building of this new Oak Creek gas plant, okay? There's going to be a lot of different reasons why folks are going to step up to the mic today and say why we're in opposition of not building this new gas plant. So, let's see, who do we have on the runner-up for today's first guest speaker? But first, before I say that, I just want to say thank all of you beautiful people for coming out here and traveling down here to Oak Creek from various parts of Wisconsin. I want to thank my coalition partners as well and everyone for being here today. So we are going to call on my really good friend, Senator Chris Larson, to come on up first. Give Chris a round of applause, guys. All right.
Thank you, Keviea.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Man, I did not bring my rhythm. But you guys did. I am glad to see so many people out here today to be able to say no to a new methane plant in Oak Creek. This is our choice. This is up to us. And to be clear, the entire premise of why they're saying that this is needed is saying that because there's going to be data centers in southeastern Wisconsin. And if you haven't read the news, they've already hit pause on the phases after phase one. They said we're going to move forward with phase one, but that's it. And nothing's guaranteed beyond that. And to see WeEnergies rush through and say that we need to adjust the coal-burning power plant to methane quickly for something that's not even guaranteed, something that's paused, I think is irresponsible. Yeah. So we have time. You know, WeEnergies has time. They should have been using this to be able to say, let's move towards solar, let's move towards residential solar, let's encourage people to adopt solar panels on their houses. Let's make sure that we're moving like our neighbors have towards wind, like our neighbors in Iowa and Illinois, where they have wind plants, to be able to have something that's renewable instead of moving from the worst source of energy to the second worst. By a little bit, right? This is kind of like, not to pick on my kids, we're on spring break, but this is like when I tell my kids to shut off their video games and they go on their phone.
I don't have a phone.
I know, that's right. Speaking about him in particular, that's it. But yes, this is when we have outdoor exercise as an option. So now I'm speaking directly to my kids. We're going to go hang out after this. But we have the option to actually do something that's healthy and good for us. Like, this is important for me, and I've come out to here. I know the PSC commissioners. They've met at my office, and I've told each of them, and each of the people here has a story that brings you out here. We could be anywhere today, right? But being here at this commission is important to me because I grew up with asthma. Since I was 5 years old, it felt like I had weights on my chest as I was struggling to breathe as a 5-year-old and going through an allergic reaction. And ever since then, my body, I have known, has been really sensitive to the environment, to whether it be allergens, but more than anything is the days where the smog is thick and we're getting CO2 in the air and pollutants in the air. And when we can avoid that, and not only avoid it for me and for everyone else who has asthma, but we know now, because of science, we know that by burning coal and burning methane, you are guaranteeing that people who live in the neighborhood are going to develop asthma. Kids are going to develop asthma and have that same struggle for the rest of their life. We say no. We have a brighter future for them in mind than what was there for us. We have a clean, renewable future. Wisconsin only gets 10.5% of our energy from renewable sources. That is embarrassing. That should be embarrassing as a matter of state pride when the national average is 26%. We're not even halfway there. So those plans into place, that every single time they get closer, they say we have to, they're rushing in to move to switch from coal to methane. So we say no, and we say yes to a better, clean energy future where we are keeping our neighbors in mind, and we are keeping our kids' health front and center here in Oak Creek, here in Milwaukee, and here in Wisconsin. Thank you.
All right, let's give our guy Chris Larson a big hand of applause. All right. We got legislators out here now. That means that somebody cares. Okay, so we're gonna keep this party rocking. Go on, shake that thing, girl. All right. So we are going to move along to, give me just a second, baby. We got a line up here. My other good friend, Mr. Yusuf Adams from Healthy Climate, Wisconsin. All right, Yusuf.
This is Adama. Good morning. My name is Yusuf Adama. I'm the Health, Equity, and Resilience Community Coordinator with Healthy Climate Wisconsin. And I'm here to tell you very plainly that methane gas infrastructure and gas plants are bad for your health. Natural gas is a fossil fuel made of methane. Burning that fuel creates pollution, and that pollution harms our lungs and other organ systems, our bodies, our children's development, and there's nothing safe about it. Our county has some of the highest asthma rates in Wisconsin. Air pollution exposure is associated with developmental delays and lower academic scores. Air pollution contributes to heart disease, autoimmune disorders, and early death. Can anyone tell me how this gas plant will benefit Oak Creek or Racine County?
No.
Because the health-related cost of this air pollution from this gas plant alone will be over $92 to $144 million every year. Who is going to pay for that? Is it going to be WeEnergies? The PSC? No, it'll be the parents with extra emergency room visits, whose kiddos get RSV or the flu. It'll be the kids running to their school nurses numerous times per week for their inhalers. And it'll be the grieving families whose time with their loved one was cut short. Is this what we want for our communities? More pollution, more asthma, accelerated climate change at a time they're already seeing disastrous weather effects? The fossil fuel industry and monopoly utilities have misled the public for years, and now is the time for the Public Service Commission to hold them accountable and prioritize our health, our environment, and our future. Burning fossil fuels pollutes our air, our lungs, and our environment. We're at a critical point with climate change repeatedly breaking heat records, repeatedly unprecedented severe weather events, and rising levels of GHG and air pollution. At the same time, WeEnergies is the most profitable utility monopoly in the state of Wisconsin, touting record-breaking profits for their shareholders for the last 20 years. Will we let them sacrifice our children's health and future for their corporate profits? No. Let me get a 3 chant. Public health, not corporate wealth. 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 Thank you very much, and thank you for coming today.
They was asking me to do something else, okay? So bear with me. All right, okay, I gotta unlock my phone. And who do we have now? All right, we got Pastor Spence from Ascension Fellowship Church. Come on down, Pastor Spence. Woo! All right. Pastors and fellowship out here today. Look at God.
Good evening, everyone. I'm here representing numerous people in Milwaukee, and many of you have spoke on a number of things. I like to put it simplistically as a clergy person. We say no because the proposed plan wounds the mind, the body, and the soul. We come here as a group because we still have our right mind, and we are voicing it and speaking it loudly. I remember something said in the civil rights movement that whenever we need to make progress, we have positioned ourselves to not let WeEnergies turn us around. We say no, and we say it boldly. We say it because our mind can look at what's happening. We see the air, we see the water, and it is not damaging itself. It is things that we are doing that is altering the landscape of the very air we breathe. And because we say we want to live, we believe in mortality. Our destiny is to live as long as we possibly can. We will not let we, as in WeEnergies, because when they say we, they don't include us. We say we who are standing up because our lungs want to function right. We're standing up because we want to see right. We're standing up because as we age, we want to walk right. Every now and then in my old age, I get the propensity to walk through a park. And when I think about what is going on in this world where we are facing this dilemma where we just want corporate profits, we hear the birds tweet and the birds tell us, you got to do something. Everybody don't hear our voice, and so the birds tell us, open your mouth and say something. Say no to these proposals where corporate greed will cut jobs, and I hear unions say, well, we gonna create jobs. Well, as soon as they get their proposal passed, somebody's gonna get fired. So you need to join us on the front end to say the no to this proposal by using your mind, but also strengthening your body. Strengthen your body to walk the polls. Strengthen your body to get one of these signs to say no to new methane gas plants. Say no! Say no! I said say no! No! Say no! No! Every now and then you got to say no. When we say no, they got to open the door and close this methane proposal that comes forth. But lastly, I say this. Not only do we say no for the mind and the body, but saying no is good for the soul. It's good for the soul because our minds have got us to a destiny to be with the very maker of the air, of the water, of the grass. And if he created it in a way that it can function, the question is, how dare us determine that we got a better way? How dare us? But somewhere in my spirit, there's a holy God that say, just say no. Just say no. Get off your high chair and your busy day and come out into the park, although it may be cool, and just say no. No, we ain't taking it no more. No, we have voice. No, we have a voice.
We're not taking it.
We will move from this day, and I believe in victory, because everybody like life, isn't that right?
Yes.
And the pursuit of happiness.
Yes.
But if you're breathing toxins, never, you won't be living much longer. Is that right? So I encourage you to get off the fence and come and join this party, this movement, to tell WeEnergies, no. God bless you and thank you.
Let's get a pastor a round of applause. All right. Amen. It's all right to bless the space in a place sometimes. All right. Thank you, Pastor. So, I just want y'all to know that this is my GGF, my good girlfriend, that I'm going to bring up to the podium next. We're going to bring Miss Melody McCurtis from Metcalfe Park Community Bridges. All right. Let's go, man. I got the Beyonce hair in today. Hold on, I gotta blow it back. Give me a second. All right, edit that out. All right. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? We here, we present. That's all that matter, right? My name is Melody McCurtis. I am the EJII chair. I'm also the deputy director of Metcalfe Park Community Bridges. I'm a parent, I'm a neighbor, I'm a sister, I'm a friend, I'm a daughter. And from all of those hats that I wear, I oppose this plan. We deserve clean communities. The second option is not an option for us. We deserve better. Repeat after me. We the people. We the people. Deserve better. Deserve better. We the people. We the people. Deserve better. Deserve better. Right now. 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 Our communities and our children deserve to be left communities where they can breathe, where they can play, where they can walk without getting asthma. Metcalfe Park is the hottest neighborhood in the city of Milwaukee right now. So to put another gas plant 10 to 15 miles away, that is telling me that WeEnergies is okay with killing a whole group of people to make a profit.
And to these folks that are working at WeEnergies, work with us to push for renewable energy. I understand you need a job, but you're working a job where ain't nobody gonna live 30 years from now. So your retirement plan is flawed. Let us be your financial advisor, okay? And save their babies, all right? So we finna go in here. We finna tell the PSC to listen to the people. Because at the end of the day, we make their profit. $1.2 billion could be offsetting the energy burden right now. Folks is struggling to pay for their lights, their gas, their food, their rent, their water, their ability to live, right? So why are we talking about a gas plant when there's so much other things that could be $1.2 billion could be used for? We still paying for the last plant. And we want a refund on our investment. We are not investing into our deaths. We are not investing into us having to keep going to the doctor for all of these illnesses that is going to come from this gas plant. So we the people deserve better. Right now. 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 Right now, y'all. All right, all right, all right. Now, the next person that I'm going to bring to the podium, guys, he is one of my very, very important, really, really cool, good-haired coalition partners. So we are going to bring up Marco Marquez. Woo! Let's get applause for Marco and that good hair.
Alrighty. Thank you so much, Keviea. And thank you to everyone who's already spoken. There's so much power in this room, in this space, and it's truly an honor to be alive at the same time that all of you are alive. All right? And it's a blessing to be here. It truly is. We've got today, right? We've only got today, so let's make sure we do something good with it. All right? I'm going to try to keep this quick. As an activist and a volunteer, it's always great to see so many people take the time out of their day to stand up for what they believe in, to stand up for what's right, and to stand up for what's fair. Today, we're here to stand up to WeEnergies, a for-profit company that brings in over $1 billion every single year. We're here to set the record straight about their dangerous, deadly, and costly gas plants and gas infrastructure. And we're here to stand up for the people of this community who have experienced higher rates of health issues. We're going to stand up for the customers of WeEnergies who have had to pay higher and higher monthly bills because of the WeEnergies and the PSC keep raising our electricity rates. And we're here to stand up for the land, the air, and the water we breathe on this incredible planet. Now, it's important for us to set the record straight today, right here, in front of all the cameras, in front of all the news outlets, in front of all the media outlets. We need to set the record straight because WeEnergies talks to all these people, and they have public relations specialists, and they've been busy talking to the media about these projects and all the good things that they think will come from them. But what do you know? They never tell the whole story, do they? WeEnergies spokespeople said that the last price hikes they just passed in November are only good for nice, cutesy, rosy windmills and solar panels. How many times have you heard or read about WeEnergies spokespeople saying that the gas plants they want to build are also going to come with price hikes in our electricity bills? How many times have you heard them say that? Never. That's pretty interesting, right? It's interesting that they never mention that. Sorry, okay, 1 second. It's interesting, you'll never hear those words come out of their mouth, yet our bills keep going up, and we see it with our own eyes, and we feel the stress when payday comes, and we have to decide if we're gonna pay for our light bill with a credit card or not, because we don't have the money right now. They don't want you to hear the truth, and that smells a little funny to me. WeEnergies spokespeople will say that they care about planet Earth, they care about the environment, and these gas plants are needed so we can invest in a green future. WeEnergies spokesperson Brendan Conway told a WUWM reporter on October 4th, quote, "This rate filing we have in front of the commission right now has $100 million in savings baked in for federal tax credits for clean energy and lower fuel costs, thanks to the new clean energy we're bringing online," unquote. It was very interesting that Brendan and WeEnergies never say the amount of money they're investing into the gas plants here in Oak Creek. I'm not afraid to say it. is $1.2 billion. $1.2 billion they're going to invest. I'm not very good at math. But $1.2 billion in fossil fuel infrastructure is more than $100 million in solar panels. Did I get that right? Did I get the math right? It's also, that smells a little funny to me. It's also interesting that WeEnergies and their spokespeople never mention the fact that their customers are still paying for the coal plants that they built here in Oak Creek in 2011. That smells a little funny to me. They tell us we need these gas plants for the Microsoft data center coming to town, but they never tell us that the data center needs the same amount of power needed to power 300,000 homes. That smells a little funny to me. 300,000 homes. All of this power, all of the air that's going to be polluted is not even going to power a damn home. Just Microsoft. That smells a little funny to me. They tell us the data center is going to create jobs. Yay, jobs, yay. They never tell you it's only going to create 50 jobs once it's all said and done. 50 permanent jobs. That smells a little funny to me. There are thousands of people paying attention to the trick that WeEnergies is trying to pull over our heads right now. I work with young people from communities all over the state who are sick and tired of greedy corporations taking our money and investing it in dirty fossil fuel infrastructure that poisons our air, poisons our land, poisons our water, and destroys our future with every second it's used. WeEnergies really thinks that they can get away with it too. They really think we're too stupid to put all the pieces together. But the young people I work with, all the people here today are incredibly smart, and they've got good noses too. And all of this is smelling real funny to me. And I don't know if it's the fume from the coal plant nearby or the bullshit coming from WeEnergies' mouths, but we've had enough. We've had enough. We've had enough. We've had enough. We're not letting these dangerous, dirty, deadly gas plants be built here. Thank you so much. I rest my case.
All right, Marco. Marco said he smells something. I won't say, but it smells a little finicky to me, too. All right. So, we are going to bring up, I want to say a fan favorite. Sister Janet's been down with us for quite some time. And so, we are going to bring Sister Janet Weyker up to the mic. Let's give her a hand of applause. All right, Sister Janet, do your thing, girl.
All right, thank you. And thank you all for being here today. I'm here because I deeply care about what's happening to our environment due to the extraction and burning of fossil fuels. The air we breathe, the water needed for life, and the soil that grows our food are becoming polluted. Air, water, and soil belong to all of us for the common good of all of us. They are not the personal property to be exploited for profit by the wealthy corporations like WeEnergies. The ecosystems of our Earth and the health of all living beings are being negatively impacted by the fossil fuel industry. Yes, we need electricity. We have become dependent on the conveniences provided by electrical power. But we and the fossil fuel industry know there are better ways to get that energy than by using fossil fuel. More investments are needed. Renewables are the solution. For 17 years, I lived and worked at the Eco-Justice Center, which is just 2 miles south of the Oak Creek Power Plant. The center is dedicated to environmental education and sustainable living. For 20 years now, people of all ages have been coming there to learn about ways to care for the earth, to have hands-on learning experiences by caring for animals and doing organic gardening, seeing solar panels and a wind turbine in use, and to enjoy the beauty of the natural world. also see the dirty smokestacks and hear the rumble of railroad cars that bring fuel to Oak Creek. The Eco Justice Center also served as a meeting place for the Southeast Wisconsin Clean Power Coalition. The goals of that group were to educate people about the dangers of burning fossil fuels, advocate for the closing of the coal plant, and to put more investments in renewable energy. We celebrated when we heard that WeEnergies was closing the coal plant earlier than planned. But they did not tell us that they were planning to use natural gas instead. Gas is not a clean alternative to coal. Even though it does not leave visible soot behind, it does pollute the environment with methane emissions, all the way from extraction and transportation to its burning. We are at a crossroads to protect life on this earth as we know it. The burning of any fossil fuels contributes to climate change and is detrimental to the health of all living beings. Can we sacrifice the life of the planet and people for the sake of profit? No. That is just wrong. It's wrong. Just like cigarette producers knew about the cancer-causing effects of smoking tobacco long before cigarette ads and smoking in public places were banned, so too the fossil fuel industry knows that burning of gas is detrimental to the health of people and the planet. They are putting profit before people, and profit is all above all else for them. Those most affected are the elderly and the young children. Are these people considered mere collateral damage for the sake of profit? Not only for health and environmental reasons, but for the sake of the pocketbooks of ratepayers, I oppose the granting of any permit that would allow construction of a gas-burning unit. The enormous cost of the project will be passed on to ratepayers, making the energy burden most unjust to those who can least afford their utility bills. And those are the people living in neighborhoods of color. They spend 3 times more of their available percentage of income on utility bills than folks in white neighborhoods. The cost to ratepayers and the unprecedented profits made by WeEnergies make this proposed gas plant totally unacceptable. The burning of fossil fuels to produce electricity needs to stop, period. Invest now in renewable energies. Now. Thank you.
Sister Janet said, period. I don't know if y'all hip, but I done got a little hip with today's slang and terminology. She said, period. And then you got to say, period, Pooh. All right, today been beautiful, y'all. At least, now look, they say wind turbines and solar and all of that stuff don't work. Look at this sun shining. It's gleaming right on down on us today. Now, who I am going to bring today is a health professional. A health professional who knows all too well how these things affect us from our mind, our bodies, and our soul. And I am going to pull up Dr. Julie Alworth from Healthy Climate, Wisconsin. Come on down, Julie. All right. Come on, Julie. It's all on you today.
Thank you everyone for being here today. Your presence sends a powerful message. We will not stand by while WeEnergies pushes forward a methane gas plant that threatens our community's health, environment, and wallets. I'm here not just as a public health advocate, but as a fellow resident of Oak Creek. If this plant is approved by the Public Service Commission, we will see higher rates of asthma, cardiovascular and respiratory disease, and developmental issues in children. If this plant is approved, those risks will land right here in our backyard. 2 elementary schools, Deerfield and Carlton, are just miles from the site. We know that pollution from gas plants leads to more school absences, lower academic performance, and long-term health consequences. We refuse to let that be our future. Some may argue that gas is cleaner than coal, but let's be clear. Less harmful does not mean safe. A natural gas plant is not progress when clean, renewable energy is within our reach. Right next door, Iowa generates 59% of its electricity from wind. A recent speaker said that the wind doesn't blow any harder in Iowa than it does in Wisconsin. We have the power to choose a healthier, more sustainable future, but we need to demand it. To make matters worse, this plant isn't even for us. Our utility bills will go up in order to subsidize Microsoft's data center. A company that made $88 billion in profits last year. Families in Oak Creek are struggling with basic expenses, and yet we are expected to foot the bill for corporate energy needs. That is completely unacceptable. This is our chance to take a stand. The Public Service Commission is listening today. And whether we are speaking at the hearing, submitting a comment, or just showing up to be counted, every action matters. We are here because we care, and we are here because we believe in a healthier, cleaner, and a more just future for Oak Creek. So we will make our voices heard. Thank you.
Thank you, Doctor.
All right, thank you. Okay, y'all, it's almost time to testify. I want to say this, if there's anybody who needs to sign up to go testify, I'd like for you to do so, but I saved me to go for last, if that's okay. If Fresca does. All right, well, I don't know if I'm the best, but thanks, Sarah. I really appreciate it. So once again, guys, my name is Keviea Guiden. I'm the Energy Burden Organizer for Northside Rising Co-op of Citizen Action of Wisconsin. Today I stand in front of you in opposition to building a new gas plant. I am asking the PSC to not give WeEnergies an operation permit to move forward with this project. They are asking for construction and operation of 5 simplex cycle combustion turbine electric generating units with a total electric generating capacity of approximately 12 billion standard cubic feet of electrified gas storage facility and other equipment required to support this project. This project will also increase the use of natural gas in an Elm Grove road generating station. We're looking to move towards clean, affordable, renewable energy. If we don't close this coal burning plant, we will not be able to meet our green gas emission goals by 2030. And most importantly, and most definitely not by 2050. Solar panels and wind turbines are actually twice as cheaper to operate than methane gas. We don't want a second choice. We want a cheaper, clean energy. This project, in conjunction with this 1,100 megawatt gas plant, a 30-mile pipeline, and an LNG liquefied natural gas plant storage facility to serve this project, will cost ratepayers a whooping $1.2 billion. Not to mention who these ratepayers are. Folks who look like me, whose houses aren't weatherized due to historical racism and strategic placement from the government by redlining communities. This project will not only cost us our earnings, but will directly affect our livelihood. It's the Public Service Commission duty to protect us by making sure the quality of our water we drink and the air we breathe is clean. These pollutants have impacts on our mental health, respiratory system, our cardiovascular system, and we can clearly see the environmental impacts with climate change right in front of our very own eyes, which means we're not just paying with our pocketbooks, we're paying with our lives. So again, I ask the Public Service Commission to listen to the people and their stories and not to move forward with this project. And I am opposed to this project. What we will do is to continue to fight for our lights. Fight for our lights. Fight for our lights. Thank you. And this concludes our rally, and we will be moving inside, guys. Thank you.